before we get started, Troy Smith over in Bali has been arrested for meth possession. He's a Crows supporter and his first words were, "Go the power." This guy's looking at life or possibly even being killed over there, and his first thoughts are to troll Port Adelaide. Pretty funny. Did you guys know that Albo was a Hawk supporter? I don't think it's just for show because you can actually see him singing the song, so he probably is a true supporter. Now before we fully get into the video, my goal is to reach 15,000 subscribers by the grand final game. So if you're new here and you like these oddity videos, be sure to leave a like. This episode is extra long, so thank you again for watching. Let's get to it. Harley Reid has taken a contender for Mark of the Year. I still don't think it's going to beat Elliott though. Switkowski is kicked inside the forward 50, Nat Fyfe takes a solid contested mark, and for some reason doesn't go back to take the set shot. He handballs over the top, and Sharp decides to bicycle kick it and miss everything. That was an extremely hard watch. We now know that this Collingwood supporter has been given a 12-month ban from any game at the MCG. 6th month suspended one, so that means he will be able to come back next year, but pretty much the rest of this year he will not be able to attend the MCG. Do you reckon if he snuck in, you'd be able to recognise him? I thought this one was quite funny. After Liam Ryan goes back and kicks a nice goal, the Fox Footy graphic actually shows Tim Kelly. Do they not know the difference? That's not a good look, guys. I am kind of happy that the goal umpires don't mess around and say, was it a goal, was it touched, whatever, but I felt like this one needed a bit more of a review. Probably didn't matter in the end, as you can see the scoreline. It possibly could have had a big outcome on the rest of the game, as Melbourne made their comeback. I don't think they reviewed it quick enough to determine if it was touched or not. It's a bit hard to see, but from the video that I saw, I actually did think it was touched. After the ball spills out the back, you can see Jack Viney looks like he's the only one who's actually putting in some effort to try and keep this ball in, and he does, and he taps it back in, and Caleb Windsor kicks a goal. He goes to score review, and well done to him. He kept it just in, he was there at the right time, and it eventually goes through for a goal. I'm sure I wasn't the only person watching this game, and I'm a Crows fan, so I don't care about either of these teams. That was frustrated by this call from the umpire. I felt like Kemp definitely exaggerated the contact and probably forced himself down. It did look like an awkward tackle, but in the context of the game, I don't think it's a dangerous tackle, and this stopped Melbourne from kicking an easy goal. Rowan Marshall has taken a solid mark to save a goal, and then for some reason decides to kick it back 15 metres straight back to Jack Ginnivan. This one needs to go long, centre of the line at probably not a great one, or just go to the boundary line, just kick it towards the 50-metre arc, just get it out of there. For some reason the ruckman tries to play a small kick-in roll and eventually turns it over, but wait, it gets worse. Jack Ginnivan misses. Take a look at the time and the score. Fogarty takes a mark just outside the 50-metre mark. He's got plenty of time, he just needs to think this through, and for some reason he kicks it to absolutely no one. I'm assuming he probably wanted Rochelle to run back and get it, but that's still a very risky move to put your teammate in. What do you think he was trying to do? How's this mark from Zach Guthrie? Rioli definitely didn't like it, and he ends up giving away a 50-metre penalty, and then he just refuses to move. Zach Guthrie holds his arm, and he gets a double 50-metre penalty. Talk about a coach killer. Voss takes a solid mark inside the forward 50, and as he kicks for goal, you can see he celebrates, and I guess at least the camera angle that we see, it looks like it goes through for a goal, but the goal umpire says no. The goal umpire said it's missed. This one was the exact same scenario as well. It's from about the same position on the ground. So I'm assuming it must be just a camera angle, but I for sure thought this went through for a goal as well. But according to this umpire, yet again, it was a behind. What do you think? Did it go through for a goal? Not that it would change the outcome of the game though. What in the world was Bailey Banfield doing here? He takes a mark inside the forward 50, he tries to play on, doesn't get around the defender, and then kicks it to a worse position on the opposite side of the ground. What is going on? Charlie Cameron's taking a shot at goal and doesn't quite make the distance, but whatever happened to staying in between the goals and your opposition player, the Crows defence do not do this, and it's an easy goal to Brisbane. Jack Scrimshaw has copped one of the worst bounces you could ever get in footy. It bounces straight back and Saints pick it up and kick a goal. Probably thought it was going out, but bad luck. The speed of Cameron and just the want for the ball is very hard for a defender to stop, and he chips through this really nice goal. Charlie Curnow's trying to kick it inside the forward 50 and it comes off the outside of the boot and just completely misses everything. Aaron Norton and co just did whatever the hell they wanted, and this is a pretty prime example. You lose one defender from him taking himself out on the umpire, and he just goes past 3 defenders and kicks a very easy goal. After Jones takes the mark, he stands back up and you can see Banks just looks at him, and for some reason, he's clearly not thinking, just taps the ball away, and this is an easy 50-metre penalty. What are you doing? If you made it this far into the video, surely this video deserves a like and subscribe if you're new, and leave the comment below, screen. As Gawn and Pitnet fight for the tap, kind of looks like both of them punch it, but the umpire's paid a free kick against Gawn and he's absolutely certain, and Gawn just gives him the stink eye. Bit funny, Jake Stringer's taking a shot at goal here. He misses, but it goes over and Kyle Langford takes the mark and ends up kicking the goal. So you put your hand up, say, yep, that was a good pass. How great was this tap by English and then the finish by Treloar? When the Dogs play in sync, they are a really good team to watch, but their good and bad performances are too far apart. Moore has a defender running at him, so he has to handball over the top, and poor old Josh Dacos knows it's coming, and Darling just absolutely floors him, but good on both of them. They sort of laugh it off and he picks him back up. As Horne-Francis is taking a shot at goal, it doesn't quite make it, and you can see there's 3 Geelong defenders there. They all miss it. Dixon just taps it in and Rioli kicks a very easy goal. The defenders have to do better than that. Just kill it. Wanganeen Miller is something special. He sold the candy not once, not twice, but 3 times. Ballard drops the mark and then goes to handball it, but LDU steals the ball, goes over the top to Curtis, but they run out of time. He thought he kicked a goal. Poor old North Melbourne. I'm assuming Cox didn't know who was behind him. He was just trying to get the ball clear. But unfortunately, it's your ruckman, and he's handballed it down towards his feet. And then obviously, he fumbles it, and GWS are able to come in and kick a very easy goal. I guess if you see it is your ruckman, just put extra strength on the handball just to get it over the line and just go, oh, whoops, that was a mistake, just to avoid this goal. The Saints did themselves no favours, and here's one example. After Jack Ginnivan gets crunched and a free kick is paid, it's clearly a free kick to him. The Saints defender kicks the ball away and gives a 50-metre penalty, which turns into a certain goal. After Chandler takes the mark, he kicks over the top to Petrarca, and he's too worried about what he's going to do next, so he fumbles the mark, ends up going back and kicking it, and because of that fumble, I think that's the reason why he lost. Usually he's not that rushed. Very strange to see for him. Newman was that fast and that slippery. He did a 360 and he just completely dropped the ball. Spun himself out of the ball. How does that happen? Jake Stringer's lining up for a very much needed goal, and it comes off the side of the boot, and he's very lucky even to score a point with this kick. How's a little soccer chip here from Sam Walsh? That looked pretty wicked. Ollie Hollands receives the ball from Mackay, and as he's running, Alex Neil-Bullen kind of looks like he does push him, but he holds on to him for a tackle, and I thought this should have been called holding the ball. What do you think? And that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I have reduced the Brownlow's videos, as I told you. I'll probably do maybe once every 5 rounds. It was just getting a bit repetitive, and I felt like I was saying the same things over and over. So I'll do like a 5-game recap, I reckon, at probably this week for round 10 and then round 15 and so on. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment as well. It really helps the algorithm push this video out to more viewers, and let's grow this community. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.